This is David, welcome to Btekt. Now I've got a side-by-side comparison for you between the iPhone XR and the iPhone 11 because the iPhone 11, the non-Pro version, is basically the successor to the iPhone XR. The iPhone XR was by far the best-selling phone for Apple last year, and I kind of expect the iPhone 11 to be the same because not much has really changed. I mean, visually, apart from the fact that there is a slightly larger camera lens and also two of them, there isn't really much difference. Okay, the Apple symbol's in a different place, and they have removed the iPhone logo that was on the iPhone XR from last year. But this, the iPhone XR, it is arguably better than the XS. It's not technically better, but when you consider the price of the iPhone XR compared to the iPhone XS, well, it's a bargain because you get the same internals. The only real differences are the camera and the screen. And the same thing is carried over to the new generation iPhone 11. It is way cheaper than the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Let me say a big thank you to Direct Mobiles. They have over 24 years of award-winning customer service, and it's a great place to look for your new iPhone, for your new Samsung, for any phone. You can compare all available deals with all UK networks. It's well worth checking out. Their link is in the video description below. Also down there you will find a link to our new Btekt Amazon shop. All the best tech and accessories, all recommended by us, so do check it out. It's just one camera lens down on the Pro, and I mean, they run the same operating system, they have the same processor chip, which I think is probably the most important thing, is that processor chip. The A13 Bionic gives the new iPhones really great capabilities, especially when it comes to photo and video. I have taken a few photos with both of these just to compare them, and as good as the pictures are with the iPhone XR, the iPhone 11 really does take it to another level. The color reproduction from the new iPhones is just spot on. It's out of this world. And although the pictures from the XR are excellent, you know, really good, it's only when you put them next to the pictures from the iPhone 11 that you really can see the difference and appreciate the extra processing power that comes from the new Apple chip. I mean, it is exactly the same phone. It will fit in the same case, the dimensions are the same. The only objection I have is that they haven't changed this bezels. It would have been nice if they had just managed to reduce the size of the bezels slightly, and that notch, if they'd have just done something with the notch. It doesn't necessarily have to be smaller, just made it different. I would have appreciated that, and I think a lot of fans would have appreciated that. I know most Apple users like to, you know, they like what they have in their hand already and they just want an updated version, but then there's bound to be a big swathe of other people that want the Apple to be at the forefront when it comes to design. I mean, internally this thing is, well, it's top of the line, it's top of the tree. There's not many phones that can beat it. In fact, there isn't any phones that can beat it. But for the design itself, well, it's just starting to look slightly dated, especially when you put it next to last year's phone. I mean, Apple run on a yearly cycle. Some companies run on a 6-month cycle. Apple run on a yearly cycle and they still haven't managed to change these bezels, which is a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. So I've got to say, it is really hard for me to make a recommendation as to whether or not you should pick up an iPhone 11 if you've already got an iPhone XR. I mean, if you are the type of person that doesn't like change and likes things to stay as they are, then, well, it's a no-brainer. Go for the iPhone 11. It really is quite a bit more powerful than the iPhone XR, but then most people will be perfectly happy 1 year on with this device. And as Apple do support their devices for up to 5 years, well, if you've got one of these, then chances are that you're happy with it and you're going to be supported for a lot longer. So really, it does kind of make sense to hold on to it. One reason you might want to upgrade from the old iPhone is the battery life. Now, the battery life on the iPhone XR isn't terrible. I mean, it will get you through a day, but with the iPhone 11, battery power has been improved by quite a bit thanks to that new processing chip. It really does make a difference to all aspects of the phone. I think for me, one of the best improvements that Apple have made with the iPhone 11 over the iPhone XR is the Face ID. I mean, Face ID, there's no other way to unlock this phone other than putting in your PIN or just Face ID. There's no fingerprint sensor anywhere. So the Face ID has to be spot on. And believe me when I say that Apple have got it just right now. I mean, they've been using that system since the iPhone 10 for the last 2 years. And now with the iPhone 11, and thanks to that new processor chip, they have absolutely nailed it. It is incredibly fast, incredibly reliable, and can identify you in almost, well, total darkness. I wouldn't even say almost total darkness. It can identify you when there is no light whatsoever. All this was still possible with the iPhone XR, but The speed of the Face Unlock that is on the iPhone 11 now is something that you need to see for yourself. It just makes it so convenient. You just look at the phone, swipe up, and you're in. Thank you to Vodafone for helping me out with the iPhone 11. I'll leave a link to their deals where you can get the iPhone 11 from £45 a month with £29 upfront. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please smash the like button, leave me a comment, and of course subscribe for more Btekt. Also follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. It's @Btekt. Thanks for watching. My name's David. This is Btekt.